Hello everyone, and welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name is Stratton, and for today's workout, we've got a leg day. So we're gonna be hitting our quads, our glutes, our hamstrings, and lastly, we'll finish off with our calves. Our format's gonna be 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds in between, and we're gonna repeat each round 3 times. So we'll do 3 quad exercises, 3 glute exercises, 3 hamstring exercises, and then 2 calf exercises. We'll be doing a bit of a different warm-up today where we do 50 reps of various leg exercises, and you're gonna require a variety of dumbbells for today. Here's the ones that I use, however, keep in mind these are just reference and to lift within your own abilities. I'm gonna start you with that 50 rep warm up and we're gonna end with the cool down. Okay, legs on the menu. Let's do this and move daily. Okay, let's warm things up here. We're gonna start off by opening up our hips. So we're gonna do 10 of these aside. That's 10 for me, I'll switch sides. Good, that's 10. We'll go into 10 body weight squats. It's 10 for me. We'll go into 10 static lunges. We'll do 10 on the left and 10 on the right side. So here we are, I'm starting with my left side and me static lunge. It's 10 for me, I'll switch legs now. Good. So we'll go into 10 sumo squats now. So we'll go wide stance here, and we squat. Good. There's the first 3 exercises. We're starting off with quads first. I'm gonna be using a bench for step-ups for our first exercise. If you don't have one of those, then give me a lunge, knee up, if that makes sense. All right, here we go. Okay, let's start things off here. Our first exercise is gonna be a step-up. We're gonna be targeting our quads, so we'll be standing close to the bench. I'm just gonna go no weight to start off here. We're gonna be alternating feet. So here we go. Good. We're gonna be going into a front lunge next. I will hold my 20s. So here we go. Back's gonna be flat. We're gonna put all that weight on the front of our foot, pushing off with our front foot. Good. Put those weights away, and we're gonna go into a front squat or a goblet squat. I'm gonna hold my 30-pound dumbbell. Our feet are gonna be about 10 inches apart. I'm gonna drop it low. I'm gonna stay in that bottom position for a brief moment, so a brief pause at the bottom, then drive up with your heels. And pushing that butt out as far as we can without falling back. Good. Round two, back to the top. Back to that step up. I'm just gonna continue on with no weight for these. Here we go. And we're gonna try and lower ourselves on the downward movement, not just drop to the ground. Good. Back to that front lunge. I'm gonna hold my 20s again. Here we go. We're slow, control the way down and explode up using the heel of your foot. Good. Set those weights aside. I'm going to go back into my 30-pound dumbbell for the front goblet squat. Here we go. Driving through our heels. Good. Round 3 for the quads. Back to that step up. Whew. Let's work. Good. Back to the front lunge, holding my 20s again. Whew, shake it out a bit. Here we go. Down and drive. Last exercise for our quads, that front squat. Holding my 30 again. Here we go. Good work. Set those weights away. Let's grab a drink of water. Next up is glutes. Grab those dumbbells. Let's get going. Alrighty, starting us off, we've got reverse lunges. I'm gonna hold my 20s for this one. All right, here we go. Back is gonna be flat. We drop it low. Really feeling that good stretch in our glute all the way down, powering up through our heel. Good. Sit those down. Let's make our way to the ground for a glute thrust. I'm just gonna hold my 40-pound dumbbell. Drop that weight on our pelvis. Keep our feet close to our bums. Then we glute thrust. Squeezing those cheeks at the top. Good. Let's set those that weight away. Let's go into a sumo squat. I will be holding my 30-pound dumbbell. So our feet are gonna be wide, our toes pointed slightly outward, and we squat. Really focusing the emphasis and the stretch on our glutes. Again, squeezing those cheeks on the way up at the very top. Good. Back to the top, round 2. Back to that reverse lunge. I'm gonna hold my 20s again. Here we go. Good. I'm just gonna set those 20s right there because I'll be using them again. We're gonna go back to our glute bridge. I'm gonna use the same 40-pound dumbbell. For glute thrust, sorry. Throwing that weight on our pelvis. Here we go. Good work. Whew. Back to the top, round 3. I am starting to sweat. Or, not round 3, I got confused. Sumo squat. Holding my 30 again. Here we go. Good, okay, now it's round 3. Back to that reverse lunge. Sticking with the same weight. Whew. Doing good. Here we go. Whew, good. Thrust is next. And let's work. Good. Oh, set that down. Last exercise, sumo squat. Woo. Squat. Here we go. Toes pointed out, and we squat. Good work. Set all those weights away. We've got hamstrings up next. We're gonna start off with a kickstand deadlift. We're gonna be doing 40 seconds a side. So 40 seconds left, 40 seconds right. And then we're gonna go into a stiff leg deadlift. Okay, hamstrings. Whew. Okay. So we've got, I'm gonna go with my 25s. We got kickstand deadlift first. I'm gonna start off on my left foot. So we're gonna have our front foot planted, our back foot on the tippy tops of our feet. And that back foot is just gonna be there for support. All the weight is going through that front foot where we drive the weight down, slow control, and then up. Slight bend at the knee, back is flat. Good. We're gonna go on to the next, the right foot next. Whew. So here you are. Same thing. Here we go. Good. We're gonna go into a stiff leg deadlift next. I'm gonna hold the same weight, my 25s. Shake it out a bit. So here we are, our feet are gonna be about 5 inches apart. We're gonna lower the weight down by our ankles, pushing out our bum as if we're pushing in a car door. Slow control on the way down and power up. Really engage that core the whole way through. Good. Back to the top with our kickstand deadlift. Whew. Here we go. Good. Shake it out a bit. Going on to the other leg. Here we go. Good work. Let's go stiff leg deadlift next. There we go. Woo-wee. All right, let's get working. Back to the top, round 3, ladies and gentlemen. Shake that out a bit. Back to the kickstand deadlift, starting with my left foot. I am feeling it. Here we go. Good. Ooh. Moving on to that other leg. Here we go. Last exercise for hams. Stiff leg deadlift. Holy jeepers. Whew. Okay, here we go. Good work. Let's set those weights away. Catch your breath. Grab a drink of water. We're going to be going into calves next. So we're going to be doing a calf raise and a tibialis raise. I'm going to do the calf raise on some dumbbells that I have placed underneath my squat rack. If you don't have hex dumbbells or a elevated surface, then you can just give me a standing calf raise. Okay, here we go. Calves. I'm going to be going on to a standing calf raise on my hex dumbbells. Again, if you don't have that elevated surface, just give me a standing calf raise. So we're going to start off in that deep stretch position and come up, squeezing at the top, really feeling that stretch on the way down. Good, we're gonna go into a tibialis raise next. So we're gonna find a flat surface, put our back against. If you don't have a flat surface, like a wall or something to put your back against, you can just do these standing just by lifting, going on the backs of your heels and lifting your toes up. Here we go. Really squeeze at the top. Keep those knees slightly bent. Good, round two. Back to that calf raise. And around that halfway mark, those tibialis raise, for me, really starts to burn. Here we go. For that stretch at the very bottom, remember to pause at the very bottom. Really get the most out of that stretch. Good. Back to that tibialis raise. Back against the wall. Here we go. Good. Round 3, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. And the final round. Back to that calf raise. Bring it on home. Here we go. If you're ever wondering why I always tell you to emphasize on the stretch of every exercise, there's been numerous studies that 60% of muscle growth happens during that eccentric phase. So really you're benefiting yourself from slowing it down and really tearing that muscle in a good way. Good. Last exercise. Whew. Sweaty. That tibialis raise. Let's go. Doing good, we're about halfway. Ten seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and done. And you have moved daily and survived your leg day. Good work. Woo! Shake it out, catch your breath, grab a drink, join me for your stretch if you can. All right, good work everyone. Let's stretch things out here. I'm gonna brace myself against the wall with my one hand, and in my other hand, I'm gonna grab the ankle of my foot. I'm gonna stretch out that quad, leaning forward a little bit to emphasize that stretch. And we're gonna do the same on the other leg. Good, we're gonna make our way down to the ground here. And put that one leg straight and the other one crossed over, hugging our knee. I'm going to do the same for the other leg. Good, we're going to put one foot to the inside of our leg, stretch out that hamstring, grabbing the back of our other foot. I like to press down on my leg that isn't straight, just to open up the hip a bit. Let's go to the other leg. Good, let's go do both. Awesome, alrighty. That's everything for me. That's everything. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.